Mic check. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You know what? I think I'm going to sit. We're going to sit. Hey, good morning, Luke. We're working with that this morning. Would appear to be the case to me. Yeah, that would appear to be the case to me. I think we're working with this morning. I grabbed a long little bit earlier before my shower. And yes, I will absolutely look at SCI because that's what I am here to do. I am here to help, and probably mostly look at some altcoins because, well, I just think they're pretty interesting right now. Let me see if I can't get some music going in my head. Hey, come here, headphone. Small pause. We're just getting going anyway. Let me make sure this music's not blaring through the stream.
Friend. Sometimes the most interesting journeys are a side quest.
There we go. Yeah, and then, I mean, Bitcoin, there's really not a beautiful thing about being in price discovery is there's not a whole lot to talk about. I mean, all you can do is trade it between, this point and this point right now. We lack a back test of the prior all-time high. You know what I mean? Like, if you just look at whatever, let's go to the weekly chart. You know what I mean? Like, range, initiation, range, initiation, no mitigation for continuation yet. Just is what it is. What else do we have down here? I mean, like, we never really got it here either when we cracked the all-time high the last time. Right? Like, we never really got a proper mitigation there either. So, I'm not saying you have to retest the all-time high, but if you do retest the all-time high, that'd be a really interesting spot. It'd be a super interesting spot. Can you please give an overview of how you approach the charts in your analysis process? Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, we'll do it on Magic. We'll just do it on Magic. I don't think I have too much more to yap about on Bitcoin anyway, so let me finish up my thoughts and we'll get out of here. Super interesting long level down here. Well, I mean, yeah, no, whatever. It's I'm very interested in it. 115, 750, interested in a run off of that. I see a range developing here. All I see is a range that has developed. We are trading inside of that range right now, but just a new range. I feel a lot better about longing the low than I do shorting the high. But I mean, there's things that could happen that would make me want to short the high too. So, always will be interested in those. That's been addressed. there's like a little bit of supply left up in here. Nothing I'm overly alarmed about, right? Like if you think like here's the way I feel about this supply right here. See this supply right here? All it did was bring you right back to your next demand, and then you set a higher high from there. Now we have since taken out that low, but I'm not looking for price to hit this and then run like way down. No, I'm looking for price to like come up into a zone like this, hit this, run back to its prior demand before taking off again, that kind of thing. All right, let me get all my scribbles off of here. Oh, went too far. And let's go, let's see if I can answer Danielle's, I'm probably mispronouncing that, question using the magic chart. Before we leave, I want to box this in and say that this is essentially the range right here, that in the event we were to get an initiation from here, that I would look for that range to be back tested prior to an interaction with this. Yeah. Just whatever the most recent high and the most recent low, that range. And then we'll go look at the magic chart. Magic. Ugh, really? Let's see if we can find a better chart. Bybit. Now we're talking. Those are some proper looking candles. All right. Okay, so we have a blank chart, right? Perfect. Very first thing I want to do is I want to know like where I want to look at my higher time frames, monthly and weekly. Where are my strong highs and my weak lows at? I want to start developing my narrative from here, right? So I can see that, essentially you had this range of price up here. That range, right? In which and then the prior range of price was here to here. So I'm looking and I'm going, okay, all right, so we can see that this range of price here has broken down, right? Cool. All right, and then we also had another range of price between this low and this high. And that has also broken down. So so immediately when I look at this chart, my two primary, the two most important areas on the chart for me are this high and this low right here. The rest of this I don't need. I don't need any of the rest of that stuff. Whatever. So now I have established that here I have a strong high. And here I have a weak low. And that's on the monthly chart, right? I mean, it's not true monthly bearish structure because this high needed to touch that high and then return to break the low. That's not what we have here. We have an expansion of price from the ICO, and then we have downwards only structure. Either way, though, generally being below this level here is not like a really encouraging place on the chart, right? Like this doesn't look anything like Bitcoin does, right? Bitcoin looks a lot more like this. Bitcoin looked more like that, right? Magic don't look like that. But nonetheless, I've got, okay, so I know on like my monthly, the most important places on the monthly chart are here, the high and the low, right? The high and the low. And then I'm going to go to the daily, and I'm going to kind of repeat that process. I'm going to go, okay, what is my daily market structure telling me. So this is a weak low on the like on the monthly. Oh, we skipped the weekly. So that's a weak low on the monthly chart. Is it also a weak low on the weekly chart? Yes, it is. Still a weak low on the weekly chart. So weekly and monthly market structure does not return bullish until you break this high. A big fat candle, right? That's when you return your weekly and your monthly market structure to bullish. Okay, cool. Do we have to wait until weekly and monthly market structure are bullish before we can start longing this? No, I don't think so. So next I'm going to drop to the daily, right? And I'm going to go, okay, what is my daily market structure telling me? Is it bullish or is it bearish? So now I'm looking at the structure between this high and this low on the daily time frame. You have a high, you have a low. 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 So, daily market structure has broken bullishly, which is, you know, you're gonna often see the daily flip prior to the weekly and almost always prior to the monthly, right? So now I'm starting to build some information that I could potentially trade with, right? So I have a daily breaking market structure here, meaning that from this high to this low represents demand for me. This section here. All right, now you perform the initiation. You come down for the mitigation, and on that leg of price, I'm then following the structure from here to where a low forms, right? And so this is downward structure only. You form a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, a low, a high, and a low. And then what happens? The leg of price from here that was after your daily break of market structure returned to bullish, right? Return to bullish right here. So this information in this area agrees with this information here. You broke daily market structure, you set a higher high. So the anticipation is that you form a higher low prior to a higher high, right? That's what I would anticipate in this case. So here's where you broke your daily market structure back to bullish after your initiation, creating new demand. I'm going to drop to the 4. So here's your initiation prior to your mitigation, prior to your continuation. So we can see that 4-hour market structure flipped back to bullish here, indicating that it wants to run this high here. It did hit this high, did indeed hit this high, and has initiated above the high. So here is your initiation. Here is your mitigation. We are now hunting for the continuation. Now, on this one, this could be a little tricky. We probably have to use the 15. We know that down here exists a fair value gap. Okay, we can all see that we're looking at the same chart. Inefficiencies like to get filled. We also know a couple other things. We know that this area price right here, significant market players got involved here, right? Very significant market players got involved in here because they caused whoever entered really down here, whoever bought the asset there, bought so much of it that price came up 76.8% from that, right? So if you threw your entire portfolio at this asset right now, would it go up 76%? Probably not. So I would suspect that this is an area of high institutional involvement. You can see a gigantic effing inefficiency coming out of that zone. So you're not fooling me, market maker. I can see where you filled your position. Now, so if price were to return to this zone, like that's super interesting because you go, you know, are they have they pulled profits and are they going to compound the trade for further climb? You know, maybe it is, or are there unfilled longs down here from when they were trying to fill their bags that they still need to come back for? Maybe, but don't kid yourself, right? Because price went up 76%. So in order for price to come from here back to a zone like this, that's going to tell me that that market maker likely closed out of his position. I would expect more that you would see a lower high for a lower low at this point. It's just so far down south, right? Okay, so let's drop to the 15 and see if the narrative changes on this at all. Okay, so we've set this high up here. Get rid of this stupid fucking line. And after the high, we set a low. I'm just trying to look to the left and see if I see any sensible support. Nothing I super love. Where did that come down to? Oh fuck, it got close to it though. This is actually the area price that I would have been more interested in, but it missed it. And since I'm really just trying to answer Danielle's question, majority of what I am doing on a chart, I'm trying to find ranges and I'm trying to find strong highs and weak lows, but I'm always looking for inefficiencies. Always looking for inefficiencies, right? So the same logic I was using down there, it's like I can see that whoever entered right here caused inefficient price action. And so I'm always interested in zones like this if they have not been interacted with. All right. So locally. Yeah, so this is why I'm always looking for inefficiencies. You have a low, you have a high, you have a new low right there, right? You break market structure right here. This is inefficiency here. Inefficiency. Okay, just trying to follow price action locally here. Inefficiencies. Inefficiencies. Okay, now that failed to set a new, oh no, it did eventually set a new low. Okay, and so then we broke here. Broke again here. Trying to figure out what this thing's doing locally. Well, I don't see this happen often. This is like wick demand. So whoever filled their positions down here, it's just, the length of that wick is pretty impressive, if you ask me. Okay, so then we return like 15-minute structure bullishly here. We initiate again here. We get back out to the 4. I get lost sometimes. Okay, so this is a weak high on the daily time frame, this guy, because of this break. Higher low, higher highs anticipated. Okay. This range has been initiated and back tested. Okay. Okay, let's start throwing some demand on here. So we kind of break here. Initiate, mitigate, continue. Break here. Initiate, mitigate. I don't like this one locally. I don't see anything locally here that I want to trade. So I actually do suspect that price is going to come from that last section of demand here to this high. I actually do expect that, but there isn't enough locally to support an entry for me. So for me, I would rather see price above 1803. I'd like to see it put in its initiation. I'd like to follow its mitigation for continuation. So this here, let me change the color on this. This is the next leg of price that I'm most interested in. Right? That's the one that I'm interested in the most next. The other area I'm interested in the most is down in this zone. Or a... Because we still just have a range, right? We still just have a unchallenged high and an unchallenged low. So if we break the high and we initiate, I'm looking for mitigation, and this is the leg of price that I'm most interested in. Here to here. This is the leg of price that I'm analyzing so that I can catch the higher low or the higher high. Now, in the event that price does not initiate here and rotates down, I'm looking down into this zone. So yeah, there's three areas I'm most interested in on the chart. One is here, one is here, And then if we can get an initiation, I'm looking at this leg of price here. And so for the most part, I don't know, like that's, yeah, I hope that helped answer Danielle's question. I don't know. I hope it did. But there was another coin, whiff. Let's keep moving. That's a pretty interesting zone. Let's go to the 15. There's a good long here. This a little rough here. I generally don't care for this area of price. I just see a lack of great initiation above this high over here. This one. I don't see down. I don't see price going down. But I don't like, I can't plan along here with all these lows sitting down here. And price just generally being in a pretty premium setting from this low to this high. It's pretty premium. I can't plan along here. I would rather watch for a short at the high, for a rotation to here, and look for a long there. How far down is that? It's not that bad for whiff. Okay, and so here's the other way to look at this. When we touch this high, because I don't think that's an if, I think that's a when. When we touch that high, we will have completed 4-hour market structure range between these 2 points. So in the event that we can see an initiation above the high, then mitigation for continuation, this zone will become a very interesting zone, because once you have touched this high, if you break this low, you're changing 4-hour market structure, and you're likely coming back down here. So, yeah, currently most interesting points on the chart are this one, and a break of this one for this one, and a loss of this one for this, and then I'm still very interested coming out of this zone. So if I'm a whiff, if I'm looking to trade whiff, these are my alerts. I'm looking for a potential short here. I'm looking for a potential long here. When this alert goes off, if I find that price is initiated, alert stays because I want to know when it returns for mitigation. If price comes here and does not SFP the low and rotate back to the high, but instead breaks it, yeah, then I'm looking to short down to here. Yeah, these are my alerts. These would be my alerts if I'm trading with. Oh, all right, I think I got both of yours. What else do we have in here, Crow? I fucking bought Crow. It was a while ago, but I bought some. Not any particularly good reason. Really less than ideal. Interacting with an important part on the chart. Has a lack of initiation. I should probably sell my Crow. Let's get in here and figure it out, though. I think it's pretty objective that we can determine there was significant demand for the asset here. Let's go ahead and, how can we do this differently? We just need one of these. I'm moving a little bit slower than I normally do when I'm doing TA because I'm just trying to maybe explain my logic a little bit more. Oh, Luke, this is actually Grizz's new mix. I thought I had it so low you guys couldn't hear it. Yeah, I'll send you. If I remember, I'll send you the link. But you can catch it on his SoundCloud. It's called SideQuest. I didn't even know you guys could hear it. I don't think anybody's planning on leverage trading Crow, though, right? Do we need to be on the 15? I kind of feel the same way about this that I did whatever we were looking at before. I feel like this area of price is going to become important. Yeah, I feel the exact same way about this. I feel like it's currently coming from near where it's at to the high up here at 12 cents. And I look at this exactly the same that I looked at the other chart. Initiate. That's like all the potential possibilities I see on that. I think I think there's going to be a significant area on the chart because again, losing this low here at 10 cents or whatever is going to be a break 4-hour market structure. Yeah, that's all. That's what I'm seeing on here. No idea how deep this mitigation could come. Not a clue. We're even missing candles before it, but that's what I generally see on Crow. You know, Danielle, the best free like learning sources that I recommend for it, like I've done 2 videos on market structure. Recently did a supply and demand video. Yeah, I mean, I'd kind of start there and then you know, see what doesn't make sense, what does make sense, and you know, kind of like reassess understanding after that. And you know, reach out to me. I'm happy to help. What tool is it that you use to align lines like that? I'm gonna guess you're talking about this one. This is just the Fibonacci tool, and it's just set to 0, 1, and 0.5 are the only 3 levels I have. And then furthermore, if you are talking about this one, I have percents instead of values. Percents instead of values. Yeah, and I have 1, 50%, and 100%. So 0, 50%, and 100%, if that's the tool you're referring to. If this is the tool you're referring to, that's just the path tool. Path. If this is the tool you're referring to here, this guy, that's just in your shapes, your geometric shapes. That's just a rectangle. It's just literally just a rectangle. Yeah, I've got a couple. I think I have a couple different templates for this thing. I've got standard fib, and then I've got like golden pocket, and then I've got this sort of standard range template, and then I have another template saved that gives me a range but shows me more of like what my discounted setting is versus my premium setting. And then I have another one which is a deviation template. That's a whole nother ball game. I think that's all I have as far as templates go for that thing. Oh, that must be the wrong colors or something. I don't know. I should probably delete that template. I apparently haven't used that in years. Okay, so that was Crow. Did we have anything else in here? CRV pumped crazy. Makes me wonder if it's a good time to short. Let's go take a look. Oh, bro, this is... Hold on, I'm going to turn this one up. Because that's a sick remix, a little rider. CRV. Don't short that. It's a very strong initiation. I'd be looking to the zone between these 2 wicks for a long. Outside of that, I would be looking for a long off of a test of the prior range high. This is what I'd be looking for currently. I really don't want it to touch this high first. Ah, it's fine. Actually, I lied. It's fine. Touch the high all you fucking want. See if I care. Because the more interesting spot in here is this spot. But if you touch the high first, to return to that spot, you have to put in bearish 15-minute market structure. So that's not super fun. Instead, what we're doing right now is this inefficient candle right here. The position's filled here on it. And we're just so far holding that for a run at the locally weak high. But the good news is, you know, I would say, you know, I'm going to say the exact fucking same thing about this that I just said about previous coins, right? The chances of a short here working for a rotation down to here, I feel that that is pretty slim. Could happen though. The chance of an SFP here for a rotation up to here, I think is, well, first of all, no, I'm interested regardless of whether this happens or whether we just come straight down to there. Either way, I'm interested in that. Outside of that, give me an initiation. And then I'm interested in this leg of price here on the mitigation. And I would say the same thing about the low of the range. Yeah, actually, I don't know. Yeah, because that could take you back down to this guy, which would backtest your prior trading range. So I would say the same thing about that, right? Like, you get an initiation below your range low, and I am looking for that mitigation prior to continuation down to this zone. How's my Bitcoin trade doing? Trying to bore me to death? Yeah, it's going fine. It's going fine. Sweet. CRP. Did I miss anything else? Dot? XRP? Okay. Dot and XRP. Oh, it's coming for 50, 5.5. Yeah, probably likely to see an initiation today or tomorrow. I don't think you get a really juicy long on this until like next week. I really do want to see it clear this. It's like, it's well over 50%. I'm not even going to put that on there. This is the hello fellow signal on the chart right here. That's like the old do I not have an exclamation template? Okay, so we pretty much just need to look between here. Okay, we know we have a prior unmitigated demand range here. Where's this thing? Currently, I couldn't short this until you broke that with a 4-hour candle body. And I couldn't target any more than this or this. Both of these areas represent good places to look for longs. Outside of that, you just have this range of price here. And yeah, you know how I feel if we lose it. I feel the same if we break it. Oh wait, what can we target off a break of that range? Probably that guy. Yeah, so this little local range here, can I grab it? In the event that it breaks up, let's make that bigger so we can see it. In the event that it breaks up, I would be looking for a back test into that range for a run clean up to 4.855. And currently right now, that's probably exactly what I'd be waiting for if I was looking to trade it. I would be, I'd be waiting for a break up from that range. This guy. Yeah. This is the one I'm most interested in. Dot. Oh, I'm sorry, XRP. XRP is about to hit its all-time high. So let's go take a look at it. Let's get this stuff deleted. No brainer zone right here. Absolute no fucking brainer zone. I'll take an alert there myself. I don't think I have any active alerts right now, so let's take a look at a range of price between here and here on the 15. Interesting. So we can see that we hit demand and we had decent lift off of it, which did break 15-minute structure bearishly to do so. And so you are re-entering supply right now. Which means that this is still very possible. Doesn't mean it is going to happen. I'm just saying it's very possible still. Staying though. Yeah, but see, if you turn right around and lose your 5-minute structure inside of that. I'd be interested in a purge of that low into demand back up to here. I'm not going to short it. I'm not going to short it. I could care less whether this works. I'm not going to short it. I'm looking for this, or I just have to be patient, wait for an initiation, and a back test of this range. Let's get all the targets fixed on this. And target the all-time high with all three of those ideas. Chances are good you gotta wait for this though. I feel that the probability of this or this occurring is less likely than this. I feel like this is the more likely scenario here. Yeah, take care, Danielle. Harp, what's up? Ace Crypto, what's up? Miss CFX. My apologies. And I'm kind of running out of time too, so I'll have to jam here pretty soon. What the fuck is going on this chart? Oh, this thing's actually almost ready to be traded. So you have like a major swing low here, and you have a major swing high here. So you have a range of price there. You run below this low, which is also this low, and we form another range. Now, this range has not had a proper initiation out of it, so I'm not ready to look for the mitigation prior to the continuation. It's probably going to happen, though. Hey, Luke, that's a perfect range down there. For the most part, I think that's what should be expected on CFX. Only thing it's missing, in my opinion, is the initiation. Outside of that, I have to look clear down here, probably. I mean, I'm sure we can find some stuff on lower time frames, though. Let's go check the 15. Fix this. No. I'm expecting this. especially once you break this high. Because I know we broke bearishly here. So I know we retested supply. And then following, let's see, the structure up. Yeah, I'd say that's your best low on that structure. And then you're returning your 15-minute structure bullishly here. I see up. Yeah, I just see up. Luke, it looks like a perfect PO3 to me. I mean, it needs that initiation still, but you see how perfect this range is? It's absolutely perfect here. Is a beautiful. Yeah, that's what I have to say about CFX. I have officially run out of time, guys. Thanks for coming, and y'all have a good day, man. Y'all have a good day. Yep. Cheers, folks. Take care. Protect your capital. Looks like some exciting days to come. Total 3 looking stupid hot. It's one thing I will say about Total 3, though. We have an initiation. This is a logical place for a mitigation prior to continuation. I will say that. But that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Have a good day, everybody.